Welcome gamers, it's time for the first balanced data slate of 10th edition. Let's go baby. How are you doing? I'm live again. I'm live again. How can I not be? There's a brand new balanced data slate. It's happening. I am not late. I am clearly on time and you are all early. Thank you so much for tuning in. There's a new balanced data slate. Kinda. There's been an update already to Warhammer. Here it is. Warhammer 40,000 updates. Where is it? I'm there. Why am I here? Changes to Strands of Fate, towering units, and more. We're going to keep it short and sweet because this is going to be staying up. So let me catch my breath. Hello. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hope you're all doing well. Let me find a song. We all know that 10th edition has been a very, very rocky launch with a lot of units being either super strong or super underpowered, RIP Death Guard. But one thing that has been very strong right from the start is Eldar and their Strands of Fate. Now, Strands of Fate are super strong because essentially the Eldar player roll 12 dice at the start of the game. And then whatever they roll, they can substitute for any dice known to man. A saving throw, a hit roll, a wound roll, a damage roll, and obviously we know that devastating wounds are very, very strong, and Eldar can also use their Farseers to flip any dice that they use as a fate dice to a 6 every turn for free. For free! You know, I'd even put my grippers out for free, and they do it all the time. But this mechanic has been so strong, it's been so prevalent in things like Overwatch, and then using Overwatch to trigger a 6 to hit with the Wraith Cannon or D-platform, and then trigger a 6 to wound to get mortal wounds to just delete units. Just delete units all the time. You've seen it happen to me, and it happens all the time. It's just horrific. But what they have done is limited Strands of Fate to 1 dice per phase. Oh my god. Oh my god, I can't believe it. They're actually going to have to roll to win games now. They're actually going to have to roll dice and not blue Peter them. They're not just going to be like, oh, here's what I made earlier. Here's an Overwatch I made earlier. Here we go. There you are. I am actually live, by the way. I just want to confirm. Why is Overwatch so good? About some of Desecrator, especially 7s when they get flushed away. Yeah, exactly. It's just, all I want to say is, Games Workshop, if you're going to tell me 4 o'clock, please stick to 4 o'clock because my video is an hour and a half edited and I don't want to finish it and now I don't have time. But anyway, Strands of Fate is limited to once per phase. This is absolutely huge because basically you're going to have to choose when you trigger that once per phase. Now you still got the Eldar, you can still make it an auto 6. You can still auto devastate wounds. It's whatever. It's fine. It's fine, you know? It's still very, very strong, don't get me wrong. But now, as an opponent, you're the Eldar player isn't going to be able to go, alright, here's a 6 to hit automatically. Here's a 6 to wound automatically. How many wounds in that unit? Alright, they're dead. They're going to have to roll. Now, so this nerfs every interaction that Eldar have. Now, but it's still really, really strong. They still reroll a hit and a wound every time they shoot or fight. And they still have fate dice, but they just have to be more limiting for it. Because you've got things like, again, like Overwatch, being able to automatically hit, automatically wound at devastating wounds, and then auto-trigger wound rolls, and auto-trigger all of the damage. But also, like, invulnerable saves. Now they're going to have to actually, like, go, oh, do I want to use the save dice here? Or do I want to save it for later for things like Solitaires with a 3+ invuln, or an Incarn, for example? Now they're going to have to roll dice like the rest of us. It's cringe. It's cringe. It's very cringe. What can I say? Why is Overwatch so good? I'll tell you why Overwatch is so good, and it's something that happened to me over the weekend, is that you can use the Eldar player can use an Incarn, right? Here's what happened to me on Saturday against Tom. He went first, right? He went first, used his Wraith Knight to shoot a Gladiator, killed my Gladiator. Thank you so much for becoming a member, Crash Hammer, you absolute legend. I really appreciate it. Make sure you join the Discord as well. You're a babe. You're a legend. You killed my Gladiator by auto-devastating wounds and then auto doing enough damage. By killing the Gladiator, teleported his Incarn into that place, charged a Whirlwind killed my whirlwind, and I was like, okay, that's annoying. So I, in my turn, countered it by bringing down a drop pod in his side of the board, which he then used fake dice to auto-hit with a Wraith Cannon, auto-wound into devastating wounds, and then use the rest of his fate dice to auto-kill the unit with enough mortal wounds in the unit, because there's only 10 wounds in a Devastator squad. And then teleported the Incarn from my deployment zone back to his deployment zone, out of sight. That's why devastating wounds in Overwatch are horrific. That's what happened to me. It was the most broken combo I've ever seen. But now, with no guaranteed damage, no guaranteed Overwatch 2 damage, it's going to be a lot harder because you can automatically hit with a fate dice, but then you're going to have to roll to wound and roll damage as normal. Whew. Okay, that's Strands of Fate. What else do we have? We also have all of the points increases. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Look, here we go. There we go, gamers. I've made a graphic for you because I'm a professional. I'm a professional. The Wraith Knight going up 105 points. Get it, bin. There we go. Get in the bin. We're shooting the book. Let me read chat. I'm so sorry. I know a guy could set you up with some dice. I'm alright, mate. I'm alright. 2 streams in a day. What's going on? Everything's going on. Everything's going on. What can I say? So yeah, so like up 105 points. The Shakdak Wraith Knight is up 55. 55, I think. D platforms up 20 points. Up 20 points isn't a great deal, and to be honest. 20 points is fine. It's only when you start spamming the unit. Like 105 points of what it can do, arguably okay. Arguably pretty good. But the Fire Prism, still too cheap at 150 points. Only 25 point increase. Still too cheap. You know? And then the Night Spinner up 30 points as well. All arguably pretty fine updates, I think. I think these increases are pretty fine. I think the Wraith Knight 475 is still worth it, but you're not taking 3. You're not taking 3 now. You know? You know someone out there is kicking themselves for buying 3 of those. I know someone who's just bought 3D platforms. So unfucking lucky. If you're running a balanced army, this isn't going to hit you. It's people who are taking 3 of these, 3 of these, 3 of these, or 3 of these, or all of them. But yeah, Fate Dice are dumb. But no, there's no mention of an Incarn. I think the Incarn at 270 points is still way too expensive. I think it needs to be like 320, maybe even 350. It's crazy. It's crazy good. Crazy good. Good changes, even the Fate Dice, which I didn't expect. Yeah, the Fate Dice are a fine change, I think. I think Fate Dice once per phase are still super strong. But like once every dice, all phase, use all 12 in the first turn if you want. Fuck it. That dumb. So dumb. Anyway, so that's the Eldar changes. So do Eldar drop a tier? Maybe. They're a lot harder to play now. I still think they are very, very strong. But yeah, I think they're like a little bit harder to play. You know? Interesting that Wraith Guard didn't go up. They don't have indirect. They're directly attacked, indirect, and towering in this. But except for the Fire Prism for no reason. How much would that list you showed at Element this weekend be with these points? Oh, that's a great question. Let's have a look. So the cheating list. So this list is what the toilet dice was using. I'm dragging up the toilet dice. So I'm going to be irrelevant without it. So toilet dice is using this. So that's 105 each. Let's have a look. I'm going to get my notes up again. Eldar Strong. I'll pull this to one side. 105 each. That's 210. 2D platforms, that's 400 points. That's 245. 2 Night Spinners, which is 30. 305 points this list goes up in. 305 points compared to 2,000. Crazy. Honestly, crazy. Anyway. So they're up, obviously, a lot. A hell of a lot. Hey, thanks to the 2, Olga. Really appreciate it. Really kind of you, mate. But what else has gone up is towering. Towering. Just make all of your terrain useless. Who cares? Get rid of it. Don't get rid of your terrain. Just use books. Why not? They haven't got windows in, but your terrain does. It's shit. It's a joke. But what has gone up is pretty much every single Knight chassis, Imperial, and Chaos. If it shoots. Anyway. Now, here is all of the points changes for the Knights. I'm not doing Forge World. There's too many. Forge World has gone up as well. Now, I've got the Preceptor on. This one, I'm going to have to write some text over it because the image is wrong. Okay. Bam. This one. Where is it? There we go. Preceptor. Preceptor. You can see that, right? So all of these Knights have gone up in points. There we go. Preceptor. I'm a professional streamer, by the way. So all of the Knights have basically gone up 60 points, or close to, or even more, 65 points in some cases. So like the Canis has gone up 85. The big Castellan has gone up what? 70 points. 70 points. The Crusader up 60. The Valiant up 70 points. The Errant up 55. The Warden up 60. The Preceptor up 55, and the Warden up 60 as well. Canis is obviously very, very strong, going up 80 points, arguably fine. That's probably okay. You know what? I think that's fine. But the ones that haven't been addressed is the Gallant and the Rampager. Now, I will say that all the Chaos Knight chassis have gone up very, very similar points. I don't want to double up. It's all basically the same information. It's all the same. The Gallant and the Rampager haven't gone up. They are combat-based units. They want to charge you. Games Workshop have hit everything that's towering that's more shooty. They haven't hit melee towering, pretty much, from what I can tell. So I think a lot of these points are justified, and this does just cover and change all of the lists that are doing really well right now. Canis Rex going up to nearly 500 points, absolutely nukes any list building you already had. You know. They just nukes it because essentially you could run probably 4 big Knights. You take Canis, he's a bit over 400. Crusader's a bit over 400 as well. Why Crusader was more expensive than Canis, no idea. But then if you start taking like Errants and Wardens and maybe a Gallant, Errants, Wardens and Paladins, you could easily get 5 big Knights in, or like 4 big Knights and a bunch of smaller Armigers. With them all going nearly 500 points or over 400, 5 is pretty it's just not doable anymore. 4, you're really low points, and now you're pushing towards 3 and maybe 1 or 2 Armigers. You know? They're just like changing. They're just like reducing like the amount of big Knights you can have, and if you are taking big Knights, you're taking way less Armigers. Now, does this push you towards a War Dog list or a Armiger list? I don't think so, but it doesn't let you have 4 and then loads of War Dogs. It's going to reduce the number of War Dogs you're taking with them, or just taking less big Knights, you know? Boot and Knight points increases. Bearing in mind that they can see through terrain, they can shoot in combat, shoot out of combat, they're horrific. They should have just fixed the rule, not big points increases. Listen, they're not going to fix the rule. They're not going to change towering or devastating wounds or anti. They've just started selling books, okay? The last thing they want is their books, their core books that they've just started selling you in their starter sets and all this. Make them out of date before release? No way. Points increases for everyone. Get to fuck. That's what they said. So this is like a huge change for Imperial Knights, you know? This is a huge change. So all Imperial Knight lists are going to completely different. But again, everything that is towering has, or indirect, has been changed. Such as... I don't want to put this on. I don't want to talk about this one, to be honest. I don't want to talk about this one. It's a really close to my heart. I really don't. It's going to be really sad. Also, a fucking Art of War copy my thumbnail title. Bro. Bro, what the fuck? You can't just steal my title. You can't just steal my title, Art of War. That's not on. That's not on. Right, unsubscribe. Unsubscribe. Bam. Title stealing thieves. Thief. 10th edition's first balanced DATASLATE. I did it first. God damn it. Anyway, I'm going to carry on talking as we were. Did you steal theirs? I'm fucking live, Lambo. This is how I feel. First, I have my title stolen. First, I had my title stolen. And now this. Why? Why? Why would you do this? Why would you do this to me, Games Workshop? Ah. Why? Why would you up my unit? War had theirs upcoming before you did. Are you Will Betts? I know that name. I know that username. Answer me right now. Effing chat. Effing chat. They're literally following me now. They're literally following me now. They're just looking at my lists. And they're just nerfing them. God damn them. How could they? How could they? Let's get some Hellstorm 07s in chat. Let's get some Hellstorm 07s in chat for the Desolation Squad. What a sad day. Anyway, probably deserved. I did 70 wounds at AP1 ignoring cover the other day. But also, the rest of the guard have gone up in points. So everything that's indirect, as you can see. As you can see, everything that's indirect has gone up by 20 or 25 points. Desolation Marine's going up 10 points per model. Which is quite high. Quite high. Is it justified? Probably. Probably 120 points of 5 was obviously very fucking ludicrous. It was very ludicrous. It was actually ridiculous that this unit was 120 points for 5. 170 points, it's fine. It's fine, I think. You know? Mike was the only one that had worked out Desos were good. It's true. I was right all the time. Obviously. You know? So everything going up 20 points is, you know, again, I think it's fine. I think like Basilisk going up 25 points is fine. The Manticore and the Wyvern going up 20 points, again, totally fine there. Because going up that many points is, it's again, if you're taking 1, it's not that big of a deal. If you're taking 3, it's quite a big hit. You know? Desolation and Whirlwind as well, even at 25 points increase, still arguably worth it. Still arguably worth it. They're still really, really strong. They're a very good shooting platform. Never mind the fact that they have indirect as well. But Desolation Marines, 10 points per model. Is that worth it? Probably. Am I taking 30? No. Am I taking 20? I'm still considering it, you know? You have so much redundancy with this in your list. This does everything for you. You don't need anything else, and it's totally fine. So yeah, 340 points for 10. Am I taking 20? I'm definitely considering more than 10. You know? 10, still auto take, I think. With a Librarian, let's say 100 and 400 points. Still worth it. Still worth. Still worth it. But yeah, but the mortar team didn't go up. No mortar teams mentioned. Now, the field ordnance batteries did, but the mortar teams arguably didn't. They're only like 3d6 shots at strength 5 or something. I don't remember, but nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. You know? But anyway, I think I've only got one more to talk about now. This is the miscellaneous strong. So the last few changes, I think I've caught everything. I think I have. But these are the last few. I'm just going to drop my head down. As you can see, everything else that is towering or indirect has also been changed. So Storm Surge has gone up 60 points. The Morkanaut has gone up, but the Gorkanaut hasn't gone up. So that tells me that they think the Morkanaut is way more shooty than the Gorkanaut. You know? Lord Skull is 525. Not in my document, it isn't. Corn, Lord. It says 480 here. But then for World Eaters, it's 525. Why is it more expensive for World Eaters? Why is it more expensive for World Eaters? That's fucking crazy, bro. That's dumb. Nids changes. I didn't see any Nids changes. I can go have another look though. So yeah, so the Morkanaut has gone up 45 points. The Gorkanaut hasn't gone up. So if they see that as more of a combat one, then fair enough. Obviously the Corn Lord of Skulls went up 60 points to the Chaos Space Marines. Don't know what it was to the World Eater, but now it's 525. And then the Exis going up 30. Again, indirect, across the board, way too cheap. Way too cheap. But yeah, like going up like 30 points. Again, still definitely worth it. They've also fixed squad sizes. So now Plague Marines, you can take in 5 7s or 10s rather than 5s and 10s. Stupid. Stupid. So dumb. Why sell them in 7? Why did they sell them in 7 in the first place? But there you go. And also the Primaris Sword Brethren, you can actually take them in 5 to 10s now rather than 5 to 11. But the points have remained the same. So they've actually got more expensive technically. Whilst you can take them in 5 to 10s, you pay the same amounts of points. So they've actually gone up. 33 points have been divided across 10 models. So they've gone up 3 points per model. So they've arguably been nerfed. You know? So yeah, so there you go. Primarch Sword Brethren up 3 points per model. Nearly as much as Desolation Marines. I know which one I'd rather have. But you guys are saying there's more that I've missed. Is there more? Have I missed anything? Also, just to be cringe, listen. Stream member goal. We're on 14. The stream member goal was for this morning when we got to 10. Can we get to 20? That's 2 streams in a day. Become a member. Become a member, please. That would be cool. That would be hot. You know how hot that'd be? That'd be hotter than this pink light shade, okay? I've already talked about Desolation Marines. Look, this is what I've talked about. We talked about Eldar. We've talked about the Knights. We've talked about all the Imperium. And we've talked about this. Now I'm going to have a look, see if there's anything else. Looking for red. Scrolling. Night Spinner, we've already talked about. Let's make this full screen. Beg for it. Please, Daddy. Please subscribe. Please become a member. The Wraith Knight went up. Ashmill Tyrant, Basilisk, Deathstrike, Field Ordnance, Manticore, Wyvern. The Colossus went up. I don't even know what a Colossus is. And I didn't really address much Forge World, to be fair, because there's a lot of Forge World that is just like, I don't even know what half of these units are. You know? I don't even know what half of these units are. But, like, you know, Added the main codex. Again, Primary Sword Brethren, arguably nerfed. Hey, Luke, thanks for gifting a member. Welcome to the Freeloaders, T-Dog. Thanks, Luke. Really, really appreciate it, buddy. Let's try and get to 20 members. Come on now. 5 left. 5 members. We can do this together. Chaos Demons, nothing. Chaos Knights, obviously we talked about Knights. Obviously all the Forger ones have gone up as well. Probably around the same amount. I don't really follow much Forger World. There's just so much to do. Core Load of Skulls up to 480, as we mentioned. Dank Angels, nothing. Death Guard. Plague Marines. Take units of 7. Fucking YOLO. Colossus is a guard version of the D cannon, but it's only direct fire even though it's a mortar. Ah, right, okay, there you go. The Plague Burst Crawler didn't go up, did it? Yeah, the Plague Burst Crawler stayed the same. That's quite funny. Death Guard are fixed. Stop complaining, Death Guard players. You can take units of 7 now. Purgation Squads. Oh, I didn't see Purgation Squads. Not on mine, anyway. Have they changed it? I hate it when they do that. They send me an update and then don't give it all to me, and then they release it an hour early. How much have Purgation Squads gone up? What can Purgation Squads do? Are they indirect? Purgation Squad. That's because they have the indirect ability. They have astral aim. In your shooting phase, ranged weapons equipped by models in this unit have the indirect ability, provided that target is visible to one of the Psycho unit. That's why they've gone up. That's why. Because they have indirect. 25 points. Fair enough. What's next? We talked about Imperial Knights. Again, Forge World's gone up. The Seraptech, again, Forge World. It's a big knight, what's going to go up. But yeah, the Morkanaut, where's the Morkanaut? Has gone up, 350. Gorkanaut's not changed. Still 295. I want someone to spam Gorkanauts. At least Obliterators didn't change. They probably should have gone up. If they're going to address all indirect and towering, that should have gone up. Sad boys. Sad, sad boys. I'm surprised that the Thunderfire Cannon didn't go up. The Thunderfire Cannon is still 90 points and arguably worth it. Did they update the app? Probably will update it today. What else we got? Tau, we've talked about the Storm Surge, but the Tau now has gone up as well. Tyranids. Oh, Biovores. Biovores going up. Interesting. And the Harpy? The Harpy? Are people running the Harpy? Why did Tyranids need to go up? They're so shit. What does the Harpy do? This doesn't have indirect, by the way. And it's not towering. Has it gone up 60 points? How much has it gone up? Spore Mines. Have Spore Mines gone up? Spore Mines, no. They just dropped Spore Mines. Biovores and Harper went up because of free spores. Probably, arguably fine. Biovores. How many points were they before? Because Biovores, basically, you shoot face each time you select to shoot, you can set up a Spore Mine. And Spore Mines can do actions. Spore Mines can do actions. It's pretty dumb. I'm just giggling as a guy who plays all War Dogs. You're fine, mate. You're fine. BA Commander, hi. First time catching stream live. Appreciate it. Thanks for tuning in, BA Commander. How you doing, my buddy? Core Lord of Skulls, 525 points. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. Spore Mines can do actions. It's confirmed. Yeah, definitely. Obliterate is a indirect once per game. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, we pretty much got everything. Oh, the other thing I miss is the Tyranids and the Purgation Squad. But again, Spore Mine's free and indirect. Supposedly the app's been updated. Supposedly, but I don't really know. But anything that's like a big towering knight that can shoot or its indirect has gone up. Which is interesting. Why is the Lord of Skulls more expensive for World Eaters? Maybe they're like dubbing it under the army rules. Like the army rules are better for World Eaters or something. But yeah, if you're watching this live, thank you very much for tuning in. If you're not watching this live, you should catch me live every single Monday and Wednesday morning. I stream at Monday at 7 PM, at Wednesday at 10 AM UK time. It's always a fun time, so make sure you tune in. Thanks for watching. Bye.